Okay, this is the road that always took us to Grandma's, and the reason I knew when I was a kid that was close to Grandma's, this road used to be nothing but dirt road all the way, dust flying everywhere during the summer, spring, summertime, or dry season, whatever. This rock business wasn't here at the time, but they call this some kind of hill, but I don't remember the name of it, but it's pretty crooked, steep in one part of it. But I've traveled this road so many times. Like I said, I can probably do it blindfolded. This is the corner. Going downhill is pretty sharp. I always hated coming down through here with people driving really fast, and I mean faster than what we're going now. And 'cause it will throw you off. I was told in my younger years, I guess somewhere in my teens, that this corner coming from the other way, there's a guy drove pretty fast on this straightaway, and that bridge right there, he missed the corner and went straight ahead and hit that concrete embankment there in the ditch. And it killed him. And a lot of people go pretty fast down through here because it's straightaway. I've always done it, but I slowed down at that corner all the time though, because that always went through my mind every time I'd come up to it. But right up over this hill, I always knew Grandma wasn't too far. And I want to stop for a minute to look at the old grocery store and kind of take a look around what I used to see when I was younger and in my teens, 10 to 12, 13. But I'll get out here in just a minute, show you a little bit more of this, so hang tight. Okay, this is the old grocery store. I don't remember the name anymore, but if you can imagine being, I don't know, probably 4, 5, 6-year-old, this porch used to be really tall to us. We'd always climb it. Of course, there's stairs. There used to be over here on the end. But this is the old grocery store. And had a post office in there. Don't know if you can... They still have anything inside or not, but I'll try to see if I can get a look in here. Looks like we got a window broke out. If I can peek in here a little bit. I guess they still got some of the grocery stuff in here. And if you look on that far wall over there, used to be where the mailboxes used to be. And if I remember right, Grandma's box was something like 102 or 402. But this is the old store. Come in, used to have an old pop machine sitting right here, and we'd put our nickel in there and get us a soda pop. Go inside and get us a package of peanuts, put it in our soda bottles, and but I bought many groceries and lunch meat, and they had all kinds of different things in here. And this garage you see over here, it's not been there for too many years, but over here in this vacant lot used to be the old George Widener's hardware store. If you hear anything, that's my phone. I'll have to answer it later. But anyway, we used to go over there and we'd go up on the same thing, get pop and stuff from his store, and sit outside on his porch and shoot the bull and just kind of hang around. When you went in his store, you had to watch where you walked, because the owls were very thin. He had stuff piled everywhere. So, and he had anywhere from farm equipment to sewing equipment to cloth, you name it, he had it in there. That store was just piled full from floor to ceiling. And the dirt road that you see in front of us that we're fixing to go down, that used to be dirt road too. And we'd walk up this road many a time, barefooted and shorts, and come to the store. We always had a treat. So I'll take you down towards where my grandma lived. Okay, now we're going down the road. Used to be a dirt road, and this is where I said that we walked barefooted all the time up here to get either grocery for grandma or just come up here and get a soda or candy. All this wasn't here. Well, yeah, because this were our neighbors, the only neighbors we had. But, this house, I think, I ain't gonna mention any names, but this next building here is the old barn. This used to be my grandma's place right here. And but that's where we used to collect the eggs, feed the cow. Grandma would go out and milk. We'd help her once in a while. I've searched many a day in that barn for eggs, because chickens would lay just any and everywhere. Sometimes you'd have to pick up the hay and look, and you'll finally find some. But I don't know if you can tell, but this right here, I'm gonna get out. But there's this ditch used to be a creek, and I guess it looks like, I'm not sure if the old bridge is still here or not, but yeah, they got a culvert there now. But this used to be an old wooden bridge that we had to cross to get to grandma's. And there's still a little bit of water in it. We used to sit on this bridge a lot when we was kids and hang our feet off and get us a little stick, some string, and a bobby pin, and or a safety pin, and put a piece of bacon on it. And we've caught thousands, at least, crawdads out of this place. It's almost every day. We had fun doing that a lot. And but this is the old barn. I'm surprised it's still there. Looks a lot smaller these days, but right behind it is just where this creek used to run in. That creek used to run into this one, and it always stayed pretty low. We never did find a lot of crawdads in there, but we still walked up it with our bare feet and stuff. But across the road over here is where Grandma's place used to be. I was hoping I was going to be able to show you the old house that it fell down. They didn't take care of it after it was sold. Breaks my heart because I lived in this house a lot when I was younger. I can still picture it in my mind where it sat. Used to be old bushy, looked like a cedar tree, but it had these green spiky balls that used to get on it, and we'd take slingshots and shoot them at each other, and they would hurt. Get one zinging by your ear once in a while. But this old road here used to be nothing but dirt. And when I was a kid, this don't seem like there's much of a bank there anymore, but used to be a bank right up in here, and had the stairs coming down a little bit, and this would all be flat here. I've mowed this place many a time. Grandma's garden used to be right out in here. The old outhouse used to be back up in that area, back in there, along that fence row. Her house set out in here, and the well house, and my sister said there was no smokehouse, but I don't remember it. But her old garage used to be over in this area, and all that back in there. Looks like there's a road now, but that road never was there before. But we brings back memories. It just kind of breaks my heart none of this is here. There used to be an old, I think right about in that area, somewhere at the end of my finger, big old tall tree that we had an old tire that they cut. I think it was half of it, took the tread part out of it and left the ring, and then used what they used to hang deer and cow with. I think it was called a yoke or something back then, and hung that up in the tree, and that was our swing. And we spent many hours on that swing, pushing each other back and forth, pushing ourselves, twisting it up, and just going in circles so fast and make you dizzy. A lot of childhood memories. That road, I can't see right there. That takes you up to the old cemetery, and tell you a story on that in a minute. But all this through here is all grown up. Used to be nothing but pasture area out there with a few trees, but that's where we do some of our target practice, different things like that. And well, we had a lot of memories out here. Still wish we had them. I wouldn't mind. I bought this place years back. I probably should have, but I didn't. But anyway, that's Grandma's old place. It's where I used to spend many nights. Grandma waking up, her cooking. Oh Lordy, she could cook. Sugar toast of a morning, milk. Almost every morning, she knew how to make it. Sugar butter toast, basically. She used to have a wrap-around porch and had a screened-in part on the right side there, and the rest of it was open and had a porch swing on the front. And I probably got some pictures, black and white, if I can find them. I'll add it in here, show you the old house. May not be all of it, be part of it. But I truly miss it.
Yeah, you used to see the whole field over there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
All the
This
saplings took over.
This road that you're seeing in front now is the road to the cemetery, and if you can see, pretty eerie through there. I don't remember it being so grown up when I was a kid, but I don't know if you can see, but right down at the very end there, there's something there on the right. That's probably right at where the cemetery begins. And our uncles used to dares to walk up there. They'd put a $5 bill or a dollar bill upon one of the graves and dares to walk up there and get it. Well, some kids would, I wouldn't. But my sister went up here one time and they thought they was going to get her. Scared the heck out of her. They took off out through these woods here, and actually it was a field. And they was going to circle around and come out and scare her. Well, they didn't know. She was already back at the house by the time they got up there, and they couldn't find her. And they stayed out there a good bit looking for her. Thought she might have got lost. And when they got back home, there she was. She was sitting there laughing at them, waving a dollar bill right in front of them. And so they didn't do that much anymore. They did like scaring us kids all the time.